Hi Swifties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am the Taylor Swiftologist. I am a journalist by day and a Swiftie by choice. And on this channel, I take my organizational and analytical skills and apply them to dissecting the public life of my favorite person, Taylor Swift. Today, I am wearing some holiday festive attire because, you know, 'tis the damn season. Let's get into it. And I wanted to go through and rank all of Taylor Swift's music videos. Now, I tried my best to create my own tier ranking, but the website just wasn't cooperating with me. So I picked the most complete one that I could find, but I have a feeling there are still some things missing. I definitely wanted to talk you guys through a few of the funnier, older, kind of unknown Taylor Swift music videos that exist, but I think I'll save that for another video. And today, just get into ranking the oldies but goodies, you know, the ones we've come to know and love, the ones that we are obsessed with, the watching over and over again, the ones that we love to hate, all of the things that are familiar in the Taylor Swift cinematic universe. So here we go. I have created 5 tiers. The first one is Wes Anderson directed this because it is iconic, it is amazing, it is show-stopping, it's never been done before. Then we have great video, beautiful video. So it's really good, I really enjoy it, but it's not in my supreme category of videos to rank. Then we have It's Okay, I guess, which, you know, is kind of self-explanatory. Forgettable, which is a little meaner way of saying that it's okay, and a war crime. So these are the videos that I can't fucking stand and I think are useless. So I tried to organize these in chronological order, and I guess we'll just start at the very, very, very beginning. We're in the debut era, and I have to say, the debut era was kind of win after win for me. Very successful visuals, very fun, bright, colorful videos that really showed off her personality. Tim McGraw is the first one. And you know what? I think we have to put this in Wes Anderson directed this because it changed the game. It introduced us to the country honky-tonk legend that we came to know and love as Taylor Swift. Similarly, oh, this is gonna be so hard. Okay, actually I'm gonna have to move Tim McGraw to great video, beautiful video, because there are so many other contenders from the debut era alone in the Wes Anderson category, and I am not giving this lightly. I will not be putting everything in there based on my personal preference. I'm gonna try and keep this as objective as possible. Teardrops on My Guitar, now that has to go into Wes Anderson directed this. This is just such a classic Taylor Swift visual. There's a parallel to this that I will bring up later in one of her most recent videos, Cardigan, but I think that her hanging onto her guitar while in a beautiful dress, crying softly on her bed, that is just such a hallmark of the Taylor Swift legacy. It really says a lot about who she was early in her career as an artist and the kind of music that she was making and who that music was aimed at, which was young girls who had feelings that deserved to be taken seriously and treated with emotional gravity. Up next is Our Song, which also goes into Wes Anderson directed this because it is just, again, there's a lot of iconic imagery going on. I'm thinking of her in the purple dress sitting on the porch with all the flowers, on the phone looking like a Barbie. I mean, there were so many moments of excellence in this very short piece of incredible cinema. So I will always have a special place in my heart for Our Song. And I think that it's a very instantly recognizable visual, kind of the same as Teardrops on My Guitar. And I noticed that her team uses visuals from that video over and over again while they're creating packages for tour or whatever it is, promotional reels. That video tends to come up, as well as the song, Our Song. Picture to Burn, it's okay, I guess. I mean, the fire and the pyrotechnics were kind of iconic. I still can't really get on board with viewing Scott Swift as a daddy who can show someone how sorry they'll be. I just don't see Mr. Merrill Lynch stockbroker as a tough guy, but you know what? For Taylor, I will suspend my disbelief for almost anything. Something that I do notice that we're missing here is the Should Have Said No American Country Music Awards performance, which serves as Should Have Said No's music video because it was a single. So if I had that, I would put that in It's Okay, I guess, as well, because it's a live performance. I'm Only Me, I'm With You. I mean, I'm gonna put it in Forgettable. It's just a compilation of tour footage and Taylor having a good time. Her home video diaries, you know, really hanging up on her relatable shtick that she loved to do to kind of reel people in at the beginning. I'm Just Like You, Every Girl vibe. It was the beginning of a series of tour videos. Now, I'm not sure that I love tour videos. Some of them are better than others. Some of them are more necessary than others. But this one definitely was not for me. So I'm gonna put that in Forgettable. And joining her very swiftly is Change. And I feel like a lot of people forget that Change was our first introduction to the Fearless era. I'm pretty sure this came out before Love Story. And it was this theme song for the Special Olympics, I think, and that's why it came out early. But the video is very simple. It's just her in a white dress singing Hallelujah, you know, on her Jesus shite as she was wont to do at the beginning of her career slowly faded very, very fast. Well, yeah, it faded very, very fast. Up next is Love Story, and I mean, come on, Wes Anderson directed this. What can be said about the fucking Love Story music video? It is giving every teenage girl's fantasy that they dream in their head while they're sitting in class, which is like, I guess, kind of what happens in the video as well. Taylor looks so beautiful. She looks like a fairy tale princess, and I got very emotional when I saw that AT&T Now video of her returning to the scene of the crime during the end of the 1989 era, right before Reputation, where she goes and stands in like the turrets and does her little lookout. It was very emotional for me. Up next, White Horse. I'm gonna put this in Great Video, Beautiful Video because I love the scene of her like crying on the floor. She really goes so extra hard with the emotions in this one. She's really giving it her best acting, and we all know that she struggles to deliver in that department on a regular basis. But there is some dialogue in White Horse, which I think is a little corny and probably precludes it from being a Wes Anderson video, but you know, that's okay because Wes Anderson directed You Belong With Me. I mean, I would argue that this is really up there in terms of this being one of her like most iconic videos of all time. The cue cards were like an endless source of memery and mockery, perhaps. But I love this whole video. I love the Junior Jules shirt. How many people have you seen at a Taylor Swift concert wearing a Junior Jules shirt? A lot. And let me tell you, if you were going to shows back in the day, it was like every second person you saw had a Junior Jules shirt with their best friends' names written all over it. It sparked a moment and a movement, okay? In the end, when she goes to the prom and holds up the I love you, it's very cute. Lucas Till from Hannah Montana is in it. I mean, it was all just a little bit iconic, don't you think? Something else that I'm noticing that is missing from this list is Crazier. Lucas Till made that come to mind. I would put that in a forgettable video. It's very debut, and it was done in the Fearless era, and it's just kind of like her sitting there strumming her guitar, which, you know, we have plenty of content of in other places. Up next, 15. War Crime. Okay, you want to know why? Have you ever fucking seen the 15 music video? I implore you to go and watch it immediately. It has the cheapest, nastiest CGI. I'm not even going to call it CGI because that's like way too generous for what it is. It's like, you know, when you go on photo booth and you do green screen and the background like is never totally perfect. It's like always moving and it looks terrible. That is what happened to the 15 music video. It is the most bizarre, heinous, ugly thing I have ever seen. So yeah, that is a war crime, and 15 deserved better, obviously. The Best Day, forgettable. I mean, it's cute, obviously, but you know, it's just home videos, so nothing too special there to be considered worthwhile of going any higher than that. And I'm gonna put Fearless in the forgettable category as well. I love Fearless. Fearless also is such a cinematic visual song, like just the idea of her in a parking lot in a dress, twirling around, dancing, like just being so extra, that had a lot of potential for a music video, and it didn't get one. Instead, we devoted the resources to 15's green screen mess, which was kind of stupid in my opinion. Up next, Mine. I love this video. Now, it's been in low quality on YouTube for the longest time. I think they just uploaded it in new quality. You know, personally, I would put it in the Wes Anderson directed this, but I think in terms of her legacy, it's probably in Great Video, Beautiful Video, just because Mine hasn't been a particularly enduring hit in her discography, which is insane, because obviously we all know that it is the undiscovered supermodel. But I love Mine. I think it's so cute. I love the whole concept of the video premiere. It was just very sweet, and I loved the scene where she's like in the forest and she has all of their pictures together. Very narrative driven, and the video reflects that. I think that, yeah, it's cute. It's a good one. Back to December, I'm gonna put this in It's Okay, I guess, because from the moment it came out, it's been in shitty quality. It still is. I don't understand why. And every attempt I've seen to remaster it like makes it worse somehow. And I loved the concept of her being in her house and the snow coming through while she's sitting in the bathtub. Like, I thought that was all so brilliant, but there's something about like the color grading of the video or something that is just, it's very monotonous. It's very like lackluster. Nothing pops out at you, which is a shame because again, Back to December, like much of Speak Now, is an extremely visual song. Like, it really tells a story. The Story of Us, it's okay, I guess, also. I think she is serving looks in this video. Like, the up-close portraits, like shots of her face in this video are so beautiful. And the schoolgirl thing is like cute, I guess, but I always imagine The Story of Us, again, being a more narrative song, perhaps a reenactment of her sitting in a row with her ex at an award show and looking over about the silence that is so loud. I think that there could have been something a little bit more creative done with that. And the video seemed like a bit of a rush job, and I still to this day don't understand why The Story of Us was a single and got a video, but Enchanted just got the fucking Wonderstruck commercial. Hello? I want to talk to her team. Mean. Let's put it in... Oh, I just don't like Mean that much. I'm being biased. I don't know where to put Mean. I think Mean would be in It's Okay, I guess. I mean, the banjo, strumming the banjo is like kind of an iconic moment, but the rest of it is just a little campy and like not in a way that I enjoy. And I don't think that many people think of this video when they are dreaming up what Taylor's videos are in history. Sparks Fly, great video, beautiful video. Now listen, it's the gold dress. The gold dress does all the fucking work. That dress is just shot so beautifully, and the way that it moves on camera and in motion is so amazing. And the slow-mo shots of her just like doing her little twirls, like it's all a little bit iconic to me. And I think that this video, again, is referenced quite a lot when the team does packages of like retrospectives of the past. I think that her in this gold dress has become a very iconic image. So I'm gonna put it in great video, beautiful video, because it's a tour video and Wes Anderson does not direct tour videos. Ours. I love Ours, the song. The video was a snooze for me. And like, I get the concept and I understand like where she was going with it, and the end is cute and the little home video moments are cute, but you know, it is forgettable, unfortunately. It only kind of like becomes something that you are interested in seeing in like the last minute, I would say. Also, again, the color grading is like off and weird. Safe and Sound, Wes Anderson directed this video. Now listen, if you weren't on Tumblr in 2000 and what was it, 2012? You don't understand what a moment this was, okay? This was like really her venturing into like more artistic territory. She was going for more picturesque, more movie theater. I don't know how to describe it. It was just cinematic. It was amazing. It was beautiful, show-stopping, iconic, never been done before. Again, it's kind of in bad quality, but I think that the song matched, the video matched the song's theme so greatly, and it really like added to the visual story of the song, because again, this is a very visual song. You can picture it in your head when you're listening to it. And it also really complemented the Hunger Games, which is the medium that it was written and intended for. And I liked how this video didn't include any footage from the movie in it. It was like making very subtle like homages with the mocking, what was it, the Mockingjay, is that what it was called? With like different symbols from the movie, and the Civil Wars were in it as well. And I just think she looks so beautiful. She looks very like wayfish and frail, trembling through the forest. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. I'm gonna put this in It's Okay, I guess. I was very disappointed by the We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together music video. Now, they had this whole concept for it where it was like done in one take. And that means that because it was done in one take and she has multiple outfit changes, for about like 30 to 40% of the video, she's just straight up not in shot. She's like not in the frame at all. And there are some iconic visuals, like when she's on the phone in the polka dot shirt, and then when she picks up the phone again, when she's like lying in bed. Those are cute. The squirrel costumes, the way that her band, the agency, had like such a prominent role in this video. For a lead single in a new direction, a new genre, it was like not enough for me. And I was very disappointed with that. So it's just okay to me. Begin Again, Wes Anderson directed this. Have you seen this fucking video? Have you seen it? It's art. It is amazing. I want to weep when I watch this video. She looks so beautiful. It's so poised. It's so understated. It kind of shows her being on the brink of finding her confidence again. I just think that it communicates the message of the song so well. Paris was a perfect place to shoot a video like this. Who would have thought that the streets of Paris would have been an amazing backdrop for a country ballad? But you know, stranger things have happened. Taylor loves to, you know, do the high-low kind of situation with her cultural references. And that purple dress, I mean, the purple dress where she's just kind of like walking around the roof. It's so, so beautiful. Up next is I Knew You Were Trouble. Great video, beautiful video. Now the reason I'm putting this here is because I don't like the aspect ratio that it's in. Is that what it's called? Like, or the frame? It's so like small. And I remember on Tumblr, like I wanted to make GIFs of this and it was really hard because the aspect ratio was so weird. I also like don't think, I like that she is a character. I think that the monologue was a little bit too borrowed from Lana Del Rey. If you were on Tumblr or the internet at that time, Lana Del Rey's video Ride kind of changed the landscape of music videos forever. Taylor also did this kind of very involved, long, rambling monologue, but she doesn't have the self-seriousness that Lana has to like pull it off in a convincing way. So I thought it was a little cringe, but I do love the end when she's like going into the nightclub and she's like whipping her hair back and forth and she looks kind of like a drug addict. It's all very heroin chic, which is, you know, a look and a vibe she has certainly never gone for before. 22, Wes Anderson directed this. This is iconic in the Taylor Swift lexicon. Like, we all fucking want that not a lot going on at the moment shirt. The heart sunglasses. Again, it captures what being happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time looks like. She's partying with her friends, she's having fun, her little cat ears. Normally that would irritate me, but I thought it was so endearing. She jumps into the pool at the end. Her hair is just a serve. I love the confetti. Like, I just can't say enough good things about this. It's such a fun music video, and you can like see it in the expression on her face and all the extras. Like, they're all just having a blast while filming it. And that energy is so infectious and contagious. Everything has changed, forgettable. Listen, I don't want to think about Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran having sex. And anything that does that for me, like them, I don't know, having children together or maybe getting together and getting married, anything that even like pushes me slightly in that direction, like I'm not a fan of it. So I'm gonna have to give a hard pass on that. Also, Taylor's only in it for like 3 seconds, and that was really disappointing to me. Red. Great video, beautiful video, and I'm putting it here because the footage of her playing the guitar is really beautiful, and there's a lot of Red tour footage that we didn't get because, you know, Terry Richards had like a whole thing. He shot the Red tour, he got into a scandal, then a bunch of his videos were like, or the whole tour project was like scrapped. The Red Tour DVD never appeared because of that. It was a whole thing, okay? And we can only piece together like little morsels of information to kind of like think about what really happened. But I will say that this is the best look that we're ever gonna get at high quality footage of the Red Tour, which I thought was such a great tour with the set and everything. And I love this video because it reminds me of the Red Tour, which was, you know, probably one of her best outings of all time. Up next, The Last Time. The Last Time. The Last Time is gonna go in forgettable as well. Like, does anyone ever fucking watch that video? Anyone? Anyone? I love The Last Time. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm just not into the video, and I'm pretty sure that they like cut down the song for the video because they didn't do the whole song live when they did it on the Red Tour. It's with Gary Lightbody, so just not into it. Shake It Off. Wes Anderson directed this. It was a cultural reset, okay? It was a cultural reset. I was so shook when this video came out, like so beyond shaken to my very core. There was a little bit of choreography. She was really, for the first time, making fun of herself and laughing at herself instead of getting offended and being very prissy in her response to criticism. And this just felt like the embarkation of a whole new era. It was a cool girl moment. She, even though she was laughing and making fun of herself, like she still was the fucking main character, okay, in the story. And her in that cheer outfit is so fitting and so cute. She really should have been one of the cheerleaders on Glee, don't you think? Style. It's okay, I guess. I expected more from the style video. Like, there are some visuals in it that I like, and I appreciate that it has this like kind of art house direction to it. But I do think that like the song deserved a little bit more of a dark, sexy Miami Vice production. Like, I think that she really should have got Joseph Kahn on that video. I think he would have, I don't like him very much, but like given the material that we have, like he's much better with that kind of darker, edgier, grittier aesthetic, and I think that that's what style needed to, like, think about it like an 80s themed video for style. That would be amazing. Miami Vice, like in Florida, on the highway, in mansions in Palm Beach, like it could really have been amazing, but you know, some bitches who never go out of style don't have any style. Blank Space, Wes Anderson directed this. I mean, that might be the most enduring video of all time. The image of her crying in her marble foyer with her leopard dress on and her heels and a like fucking deer sitting next to her. It was all a little bit ridiculous. This was camp in a good way. This was high production value. It was, again, self-referential. It was funny. It was tongue-in-cheek. It was very knowing. It was Taylor like at her very, very best in terms of like witty sensibilities. And Blank Space was like really a production as well. Like the budget for that must have been absolutely insane. Obviously she had Sean Aubrey in the video, the man who she would go on to risk it all for, and you know, with good reason. I mean, take a look at him. And she was dating that troll Calvin at the time, so like totally makes sense that she would want to run far away and into the arms of Sean Aubrey. I digress, I'm getting off topic here. But just remember, the boys only want love if it's torture. I just feel like we just always need to keep that in mind. Bad Blood. Great video, beautiful video, fine. And I'm only giving it great video because at the end, like when she's strutting towards the camera and everything's on fire behind her to beat up Selena Gomez, and she has a red wig on, she looks so good in that. I love Taylor in a red wig. She just looks really fierce, and I really appreciate that she managed to corral all those celebrities to get in this video. My critique of it, though, I guess, is that she's barely in it because she had to shoehorn so many different personalities into the video. And but y'all cast Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham's in the video, and that instantly makes it not applicable for the Wes Anderson directed this tier. Up next, Wildest Dreams. Wes Anderson directed this. Now listen. Everybody wants to say that Wildest Dreams is a problematic video, and you know what? Okay, fine, maybe it is. I love it as a piece of cinema. It is beautiful. It is historically appropriate, I think. I mean, in terms of a movie set on location in the like 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I don't know what kind of time frame it was. That seems pretty accurate to me. She also donated all the proceeds from it to like a wildlife foundation. So like, I think that she more than made up for her wrongs with this video. And I think the cinematography is so good. I love, again, can you tell that I love Taylor in a wig, especially in a dark wig? I just think that it all works so well. And something I have to point about the Wildest Dreams video is that at the very end, the last 30 seconds, in the last chorus, there's this extra layer of drums, and this is the radio version of Wildest Dreams. You cannot find it on streaming. It doesn't exist outside of in the music video and on the radio at that time. The extra like swell of instrumentation at the end makes me go crazy. It makes me feral. So I have to thank the music video for giving it to me. And I love the story. I love the damsel in distress, the doomed lover story, her driving away and seeing him in the rearview mirror, seeing him in hindsight. I mean, it's all just a little bit iconic. It's like on the nose, but in the best way possible. New Romantics, forgettable because we had the 1989 tour Apple Music film. Like, I really didn't need to see that. Out of the Woods, it's okay, I guess. You know, Out of the Woods was just a bit ham-fisted. Like, it was just a little bit too much, you know? I feel like we were coming at the tail end of, like, her first Imperial phase. And, like, that I think Out of the Woods came out at the end of 2015, beginning of 2016. Like, it had been a long time. We started this album cycle in August 2014. So it was, like, a year and a half, 2 years almost, when we finally wrapped things up with Out of the Woods. And I like the video, but it's just a little bit heavy-handed in terms of it delivering its meaning and like whatever else is trying to be said about it. So I think that it's fine, but it's nothing to write home about. I Don't Want to Live Forever. Okay, I want to put it in Wes Anderson directed this, but I know that it shouldn't be there, so I'm going to put it in great video, beautiful video. She just looks so fucking sexy in this video. Have you seen it? I love the sparkle red lips. I love the like romping around on the bed and the whipping of the hair and the throwing of the drinks. Like, she seems to kind of really embrace her sexuality and let loose in a way that she hadn't done before. I mean, we were just about to come into Reputation, but that hadn't happened yet. So it was kind of scandalous a little bit. And okay, I want everyone to picture the moments where she's like on the bed, like rolling around and like in her bustier and being sexy. Picture those visuals with the song Dress. That is how I have always imagined a music video of her dress looking. So congratulations to Taylor for looking so hot. Also, her hair was still a little bleach blonde, so she was just looking like really on point, you know, and I think she was a bit lost at this point in her life, and she still managed to like absolutely serve an incredible look. So congratulations, Taylor. Look What You Made Me Do. I mean, like Shake It Off, this was a cultural reset. Like, I remember when this video dropped, and it's kind of the last time I can remember that happening outside of like maybe Adele. Everybody was fucking talking about this video, okay? Your mother was talking about it. Your grandmother was talking about it. At school, your classmates were talking about it. It infected the world in a way. It broke a lot of records. It debuted during the VMAs. This video was like a production, and again, it was very self-aware and self-referential, but in a different way. This was in a more biting way. This is when she was really having to renegotiate her public image and decide how she was going to claw back her crown. And before she could do it authentically, she had to put on this character and keep people interested and get people invested. And Look What You Made Me Do was the most successful way to go about doing that. I mean, I remember having a visceral reaction to her talking to all the other Taylors, the old Taylors, at the end of the video. It was just a little bit iconic, and of course it got a lot of hate, but it got a lot of attention. It started conversations, okay? It was like politics at the dinner table. Ready for it. forgettable. This video is so stupid, okay? And listen, I saw it for the first time in Taylor Swift's house. We were at the secret sessions and she was like, hey guys, this is coming out tomorrow. Here's the Ready For It video. Watch it. It's not finished, but like this is the final cut-ish. And then she played it and I was like, wow, amazing. Like, what the fuck is that video? What is it about? Ready For It is like a cool, fun, again, very visual song. For me, Reputation could have been a visual album. It could have had a whole movie with it, but, you know, I think that Joseph Kahn kind of dropped the ball on every single video for Reputation, except Look What You Made Me Do. Ready For It is a disgrace. Endgame, I'm also putting this in for, I'll put it in and it's okay. You know, there are some moments in it that I like when she's in the kebab shop at the end in the furry blue coat. On the bus scene, that's quite cute. I like that they're in like different locales. You know what really bugs me about it though? When she says, here's the truth from my red lips, they pan to her wearing a nude lip. Like, you had one job. There was one assignment there and you failed to do it. So I will always hold that against Joseph Kahn, who is a known idiot. Delicate. I'm putting it in forgettable. This was like a completely nonsensical video. Like, I don't understand what the artistic choices were. It wasn't good to me. The dancing at the end was like borderline embarrassing. Not my vibe. I loved the outfit though. I thought that the little flapper dress was very cute, very 1989-esque. Me. I can't talk about that song. I can't talk about the song. I can't talk about the video. One day I'll like do my Lover video and complain about it, but like, I don't have the strength to get into it today. I hate that video so fucking much. I almost stopped being a fan when I saw it. Like, it was serious for me. I was rethinking my life choices when Me came out. So maybe the video isn't that bad, but like, I am never going to be able to look at it objectively because it scarred me for the rest of my life. And by the point where it gets to like the vomiting of Technicolor DreamWorks paint all over the streets, like, something happened to me. You know, I haven't been the same since that happened. So I'm gonna put this in war crime, obviously, because it fucking was, and don't try and argue with me. You need to calm down. Okay, I mean, I was obsessed with it when it came out because Katy Perry and Taylor Swift reunited, and like, that really was a moment. I had been waiting for that feud to end, and I really thought that Taylor did Katy dirty in that scenario. So it was, I thought so, my favorite part is when they're like dancing together and hugging in their little like burger and fry costumes. But I have to say, like, the rest of it, it's a little embarrassing. It's very Hello Fellow Kids. It's very yes, good morning LGBTs. Like, it's not, it's not the statement that she thought it was, okay? Amidst her political awakening, which is why Lover was such a hit and miss album. Lover, the music video. Now, a lot of people will be scared when I do this. A lot of people will be upset, but I'm putting it in forgettable. This video is not interesting to me, okay? I think I just didn't like the Lover aesthetic at all. Like, I just didn't vibe with that like pastel hue. I felt like it was a little juvenile, and we had really like, I guess the shift from Reputation to Lover aesthetically was just like not what I wanted from her and not what I like at all in hindsight. The Lover music video is just like, again, too much color. I think I just don't like it. I like the fishbowl thing, I guess, but like, I don't know. Lover to me is like a very classic, like old-timey, schmaltzy, waltzy song. I kind of wanted to see her just kind of singing to an empty bar or like playing at a wedding, that kind of vibe, you know? I didn't really need all of that, the house with all the rooms and the children. Christmas Tree Farm, forgettable again. Wow, most of her videos are forgettable, I suppose, now that I'm looking at it. The Man, war crime. Who the fuck wants to see Taylor Swift dressed up as a man? Who asked for that? Not me. And she looks ugly, first of all. She directed it herself. Well, bad job, because the video sucked. The video was boring. The color grading, again, was weird. She tried to have like some TikTok stars in it, I believe. I just like couldn't get into this video, found it very embarrassing. The Man is like cringy at best as a song. The video made it even worse. And it just proves that like it didn't land with the public. People were not into this song. They did not care about the statements made in the video. She missed the mark, okay? But luckily we had a return to form in recent years. Cardigan, gonna have to put it in. Wes Anderson directed this. And listen, the Cardigan video is like, it's good, but what really gets me about this video is that visual of her clinging to the piano in a stormy water, holding on to it for dear life while she is like literally adrift at sea. I think that is such a metaphor for like how she deals with her problems and who she is as a person and how she processes her emotions. It is just an enduring hallmark of the Taylor Swift story. And I mentioned earlier that the clinging to the guitar had a parallel, and this is it. Like the piano in Cardigan and the guitar in Teardrops on My Guitar, like those are both such like bookends to a story. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Also, it was just like, I don't know, it was so jarring to see her pared down and dressed down in this kind of way after the visual assault on my eyes that was the Lover era. Next up, Willow. I like the Willow video, but it's like nothing special to me. Like it's cute, it's good, it's very witchy, but yeah, it's a great video, beautiful video. I'll leave it there. All Too Well, the short film, Wes Anderson directed this. Come on. It's a little bit iconic. It went fucking #1. And you can watch my videos about it to like learn more about how I feel about it, but it's up there. And I bet you think about me as going in war crime, because it sucks. And if you want to argue with me, argue with the wall, because I'm not interested. All right, so that's it. That's my ranking of Taylor Swift's music videos. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you stay tuned for more, because there is more coming for sure. I hope that you will subscribe and ring the bell and leave me a comment and give me some video ideas, because I need some. The brain is running out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, Swifties.